And you guys are trying to actually make the blockchain infrastructure as fast as possible. Can we get to that level, that 8 milliseconds or under auth level, so that actually we can get auths through the network?
Yeah, so it depends, right? Like we look at 8 milliseconds and we're like, oh, we've got blockchains with 10 millisecond block times now. Solana's basically got 10 millisecond block times with its intershard, tick marks basically. But at the end of the day, like what is 8 milliseconds? 8 milliseconds is not really enough time to get from New York to California.
That's right.
Right? And so when we look at like what makes payment authorization sometimes fast or sometimes very slow nowadays, a lot of it has to do with having multiple ingest points for that authentication to take place. If you're always running back to the same server in California, you are not getting 8 millisecond payment authorizations if you are swiping a card in Istanbul, right? Like it will take longer for the speed of light to actually get there. Now you may have a response time of that system of when it receives data and it says, okay, we need to process this, is this approved or declined? That can be a fast response, but physics is one of the main limiting factors for how quick we can have global systems operate, which is where distributed systems start to really matter and take effect, right?
Yeah.
And so, what we're building with DoubleZero is a global high-frequency data network, basically. It's a physical fiber network that gives deterministic latencies and guaranteed bandwidth to all sorts of high-performance decentralized systems. And you can build all sorts of things on top of that, from payment networks to flash storage networks to the entire Solana validator set. And so our focus is really building very low down in the stack. We're not building tools that payment companies could use, but we're building things that people could build tools on top of that then payment companies could use, right? It's sort of the way to think about it. And so we're starting with the lowest level of the stack possible. And it really is built for all types of high-performance distributed systems.